Hello guys, welcome to another week at Jump Trade. In this week we are going to analyze Xauusd and Bitcoin. So stay tuned as we proceed to the analysis. If you are new, consider subscribing and hit on the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. Shout out to you guys. You guys are really doing amazing. Let's go to the chart. Okay guys, welcome back. All right, we are going to analyze Bitcoin first. Before you make any analysis, make sure, I repeat, make sure you switch to your monthly time frame, if possible 2 months. Here we are on the monthly time frame, so we are going to analyze from here. This is BTC USDT. So first, when you come to the market, you must make sure you know your liquidity point, your inducement point, and your fake breakout point. So as you can see, I am marking out the inducement. The first one should be the fake out zone, and the next one should be the inducement point for Bitcoin. This is on the monthly time frame. Now, when you must have analyzed and you know your inducement point, guys, remember, without liquidity, without inducement, there is nothing we are doing in the market. So it matters very much. It's very important that you know them. So when you must have identified them, you can know potentially, okay, this is the point where markets can reverse from. Now, as I have marked out the fake out zone and the inducement point, this point now that I'm marking, this demand is a very strong demand, which eventually, if Bitcoin comes down to that point, it is going to make a very big rally to the upside. We are going to expect a bullish trend all the way to the upside. So this is where it showed the first sign to break, which is the SH point, the stop hunt. That's where it showed the first sign that it's going to break down. So that's where the movement, downward retracement came from. So from there we can switch all over to the weekly time frame to see what we have on the weekly time frame. Now when you come to the weekly time frame, you can see that we have our market broke the major high. That was the major high being broken. Now we have our first point of church, where we have the church. The market showed the first sign that is coming down. Now we have our fake out zone, we have our IDM, and here is a demand zone where market is reacting from, which we have a higher chance of market making a new high from that demand zone because it's a very strong demand. So some people will be expecting a sell, but there is no sell. So we are having a range high over there and a range low here. So we are anticipating that Bitcoin will be rising, we keep rising all the way to that $69,000, which was the previous price Bitcoin went. That was the highest price the Bitcoin went, I think, before it rolled over down. So we are expecting Bitcoin now to rise up to $70,000 per one. So that is what we are anticipating. This is the weekly time frame. So we now know, we are officially aware that Bitcoin is going to rally all the way to the at least bare minimum of $29,000 to $70,000. That's what we are expecting. Now we roll over to 1 day time frame, the daily time frame. And this daily time frame, we are to spot our inducement point, our liquidity point in the market. Remember, guys, you cannot do without all these points. We cannot do without all these points. Meanwhile, I have already tagged the high of that range. That's the overall point we can expect a buy. Now we are marking out our inducement. That should be our inducement. Here should be our reaction point, which is the demand zone. After the inducement, we have our demand zone, which is where the market is reacting from. We have already mitigated that zone. The zone is mitigated already. So we can easily expect a buy from there all the way, at least until it clear out that daily high. That is the daily high first. We have to take out that daily high first in order to create a normal range. In order to create a range of structure where we will be trading from. So that's the high, that's the range high, and the next one is the range low. So we are expecting Bitcoin at least to clear out that range, at least to reach bare minimum of 49,000 500, 800 thereabout before we can expect a little retracement. But overall, we are anticipating that the Bitcoin will rise to 70,000 to $69,000. So from that daily perspective, we have our inducement point, IDM point. Now we have our buying point, which is the extreme demand zone down there. Remember, guys, this is a very strong demand. Anything that causes the market to come down to this point, we are going to expect a strong buy. But the market will not just head down to that point immediately. It's going to have a lot of selling pressure before it goes down to that point. But that's a place where you can easily say, okay, we may start expecting an uptrend. It may take months before market will reach there. It may take weeks. But remember, guys, this is pure technical analysis. If market eventually comes down to this point, we can expect a strong push up. Remember, guys, we react to according to what the market is doing. We don't come to control the market. Understand? So the market has enough liquidity from many people, hedge funds, so you can't control the market. But this is what we are anticipating, that it will reach all the way to $69,000 per coin. So we switch down to our H4 time frame. In our H4 time frame, we will mark out. If you don't see anything very clear, you have to switch more lower. But on this H4, we have our fake out point and we have our inducement point. Okay, guys. Now these points you are seeing are very important in the market. It's a point that validates the movement of the market. When we don't have it, it's very risky to trade. Do you get me, guys? So here is a demand zone where we'll be expecting a buy if eventually the market clears that high and decide to retrace a deeper retracement. I'm just saying a deeper retracement. If eventually it comes down, that is a very point we will be expecting a buy, but it's quite risky. Yes, it's quite risky. It's a risky buying point, but we don't control the market. We may likely trade it with confirmation, but that's a point where we see if market was able to clear that high and decide to make a deeper retracement, that's the point we may be buying all the way to 69,000 to 50,000 thereabouts. Do you get, guys? But remember, market may decide to push all the way up without coming over there. It's still possible, it's still valid. So you have to trade what you see and not what you think. But that's a point. I have marked it out and I know, okay, if market comes here, this is what I'm expecting. It doesn't mean that I will trade it directly. That's a point. I may expect a good reaction from the market. I hope you understand, guys. So that's how it is. So on knowing this, we have to switch more lower, smaller time frame, in order to find out our interest, because where market is now, to expect it to come down now is going to be very hard. So you have to switch to a M15 time frame to know what the market is saying, to understand what the market is actually saying. But whenever market comes to this point, this H4 points, this is what I will be expecting on Bitcoin. So I have to switch lower to, sorry guys, I think I pressed wrongly. BTC USDT. Okay, let's see. I think I'm having network problem. All right, we are back. So I have to switch down to more lower time frame, 30 minutes, this M30 time frame. And please, guys, don't come to this place and start refining. As you mark it from the higher time frame, just leave it like that. When market comes there, you can trade. You can decide to trade with confirmation or just stay away from the market, but don't refine it. Here is the M15. So this is the M15 time frame. This is the mini structure, the current structure we are seeing on BTC USD. Sorry, guys. So this is the structure we are dealing with now in the market. Remember, guys, from higher time frame perspective, from top down analysis, we are we are expecting that the market will rise at least bare minimum of $49,500, $49,800, all the way to $69,000 to $70,000. That's the projection. But remember, guys, you have to be flexible in the market. If you come to the M15, you see that the range is very high. If you come to M15, you will see that the range is very high. You see the massive distance. That place I pinpointed now is the massive distance. That's a point we can expect Bitcoin to rise. But first, where I tagged the first one is the first point we will take our profit. Then after that, we can see the price action, whether it wants to come down to deeper pullback or it wants to rise more. But we trade according to price action. So here, I'm on this trade. This is the Bitcoin. I place this trade on my live account, on small account, and my bigger one. Maybe in this video you may see it there. So I place this trade there. So we are expecting that Bitcoin will rise from here all the way to 49,500. So that's the analysis. All right, guys. So if I'm done with this analysis, I will straightly go back to the Bitcoin. I will go to the Xauusd to do the analysis over there, guys. Please, if you are getting valuable information from this video, please, guys, consider subscribing. It will motivate me to post more videos. Probably next week we are going to go more in depth in market structure. I'm going to teach about market structure analysis. So, guys, stay tuned. Consider subscribing to get more information, more valuable information from me, guys. I will keep posting so that you guys will learn. I want you guys to be a pro in this trading industry. So before all these things, I'm marking out my zones of reaction. This is a zone I'm expecting a reaction, because after that inducement point, this is zone we may likely expect a reaction. But you don't just enter there blindly. You don't trade blindly. Remember, trading is majorly zone to zone. You must know where you are targeting. You must know where you are expecting a buy from, a sell from. And your risk management should be your priority over more than this your analysis. Yes, your technical analysis comes first, risk management second, before you talk about your psychology. Remember, guys, without the technical analysis, we don't have any risk management. So, but if you have your technical analysis correct and your risk management intact, I assure you guys that you'll be very profitable in this market. You'll be much more profitable in this foreign exchange industry. And don't trade too many pairs, just less is more. So that's the maximum we can expect market to reach. But now, this is what we are trading currently. This is what we are expecting. Don't be greedy. Take what the market gives you and wait for another opportunity. Opportunities are everywhere in the market. Okay, guys, this is what we are going to expect on this Bitcoin USD. So it's time for us to go to Xauusd. Okay, guys, stay tuned. We are still here together. We are going to push it together, guys. All right. Okay, that's we are going to look for Xauusd. All right, this is Xauusd, guys. Before you do any analysis, as I told you guys, make sure you switch to your higher time frame. I assure you, you will lose less. At least when you look at the chart, you can currently hit your hand on your chest and say, I know where the market is going to. Knowing the direction of the market matters more than placing a trade, guys. I'm telling you the honest truth. If you want to be profitable in this trading industry, make sure, I repeat, make sure you switch to your higher time frame to know what the market is saying from the monthly. Don't just enter the 15 minutes, the 1 minute. Even some people do ridiculous things by going to seconds. I don't know what they are doing over there. But if you are profitable in anything you are doing, just stick to it. But make sure you switch to your higher time frame to know exactly what the market is saying. For the fact you can communicate with the market, if the market is telling you something and you are respecting that and the market is telling you, I assure you of your profitability. All right, guys, stay tuned. This, we have our internal break, we have our SH point, which is the first point the market broke before it started the rally upwards. All right, now we have our forecast zone. Now we have our inducement point. We have our inducement point over there. Now the demand below should be a very strong demand for us. In some of my videos coming, I will teach you guys how to spot inducement, how to spot liquidity point and fake out point. I will teach more of structure mapping. So you guys should come around, stick around, and you will get valuable information from me, guys. So here is a very strong demand. Yes, it's a very strong demand, and it's going to be a very strong reversal point if eventually gold start crashing in future. That is where we will be expecting a strong buy. We'll be expecting a very strong buy. So here we have our major break point. That's the major BMS. Some people call it BOS, break of market structure. You can call it BMS as far as you understand what that point stands for. Okay, this is our monthly time frame. This is what we are expecting. If market eventually decides to come down, that's what we expect. We are going to expect a rally from there all the way to the upside. Okay, guys, I hope you guys are following. Please subscribe, guys, to get notified whenever I post a new video. Stay tuned, guys. So this is where we may likely expect markets to come down to in future. Remember, guys, in future, and we can expect a rally from there all the way up. Very possible. But these ones will be for investment. Maybe before, because I trade gold mainly and any other one pair, which is maybe Bitcoin, S&P 500, but gold is my major pair. So if eventually it comes down to this point, then I will be having a swing trade like investment account. That's where I can see confirmation from M15 and leave it to run. I don't care. So that's the beauty of trading less pair, guys. You are going to capture a lot of moves. Everything that happens there, you are going to understand it, and that's where lies your profitability, guys. So this is the weekly time frame, and that's our swing break there. Okay, guys. Now this other completion zone, this is our SH point. This is our internal BOS, and this is our also internal church. Okay, the first one is internal church. All right, other completion. So this is other completion, guys. So we may likely expect gold to drop down. I hope you guys are following. We may likely to expect gold to come down all the way to this demand below. But remember, guys, that demand is highly risky. It's very much risky. It's a very much risky zone. So I don't advise anybody to enter there. It's a very risky zone. But when market comes down and give us confirmation that it wishes or it wants to rally, then we can follow it. But it's a very risky zone. I don't trust the zone. I can only trust the sell all the way down to that demand that I once to mark from the monthly time frame. But this one is very risky. I will not invest my money there. I'm just telling you guys, because there is no more that there. We are only seeing other completion there. So guys, you guys have to make sure you master analysis. You must make sure you master your technical analysis. It matters very much, guys. It matters very much. Trading is here to stay, but make sure you keep advancing by the day. So I switch down to my H4 time frame. This is my 4-hour time frame, and this is my 4-hour time frame. I have to watch markets to know where market is heading to. So when you come here, we have our inducement point. Okay, guys, and we have our order completion, guys. I'm expecting I'm expecting Xauusd to keep crashing from there. I'm expecting Xauusd that it will crash. Okay, we have our inducement point, and we have that's our IDM. some people call it inducement, depending on the acronyms you want to use to mark your inducement. Some people may mark it as IND, anyone you want. So this is a very strong demand zone. When I mean strong demand zone, is very strong. It's stronger than that the one I mark risky zone. And if XAUUSD continues to crash, that is the point we may expect the chances of going there is 85%. Is going to go there. That's the point where XAUUSD will crash down to that point. Then if it crashes down to that point, we may expect a buy. Guys, always remember, trading is a game of probability. For those of you who watched my previous video, you guys will agree with me that the previous analysis we did last 2 weeks or last 3 weeks on XAUUSD played out perfectly. For those who watch the analysis, I think XAUUSD and GBP/USD, the trade idea and analysis played out perfectly, and I made some little bunks from that market. So guys, so always make sure you know what you are doing in the market. There is no 100% strategy, but at least for the fact that you have anything from 50% win rate with 1 to 2, 1 to 3 risk reward, I bet you guys, you are going to be very fine. You are going to be very fine in trading. You are going to make money. So here is a very strong supply zone. That's a very strong supply zone. Some people call it resistance point. Some people call it bearish order flow, order block, depending what you are used to. But that's a very strong supply zone where a lot of sellers are selling, where a lot of selling pressure is coming from. So from that point, we are going to expect a crash all the way to that demand I marked out from that 4 hour, that lower day. That's a very strong crash we are going to expect on gold. Remember guys, there is nothing like 100%, but the chances are high that we are going to crash all the way to that point. But I'm not going to trade and expect my TP to be down there, guys. No, because the swap fee and other things we accumulate. But I have accounts, I have investment account where I can easily open a trade and leave it maybe for a week. But guys, remember, booking your small profit matters more than holding a trade, because sometimes it may reverse against you. But anything that causes the market to crash down to this point, we may likely expect a strong rally from there, a strong uptrend from there all the way to the up. Guys, if for those of you who have watched my previous analysis, all my analysis, at least I'm right. Let me say 85% of the time. I'm right 85% of the time in my analysis. 85 to 90% of the time. There are about 75, 85, 90. I'm always right in the market. So this is where I may be expecting, that's where we may be expecting a strong buy from XAUUSD all the way to the upside. I hope you guys are getting the valuable information from this video. Please guys, consider subscribing for more video, for more content. So this is the first TP point from where market is crashing from now. That's a point where we may expect market to take out first, the first low. After taking it out, we may expect that the market may do a retracement or whatever, anything it wants to do, let it do. But that's a first point of take profits. I hope you guys are following. Please guys, consider subscribing, stay tuned. So when you must have finished your analysis here, you switch down to more lower time frame to find out setup from the market. So here we come to this time frame. We check where we are in the market. Make sure you mark out your structure points. Your market broke, your major point. Make sure you mark it out. So here, as you can see over there, we have our supply there, untested supply zone, unmitigated supply zone. So that is a place is quite strong. We may expect a crash from there also. So when you mark it up, you don't just enter there immediately, but when markets start reacting from there, then you have to ignore some of your buys. That's the concept here. Okay, that's a strong supply zone over there. Sorry guys, that's a very strong supply zone. So in this point we are going to mark out our external range breaks. That's our external range breaks. This is our SH point. Okay, that should be our SH point. That's our range low, but that's a external range. That's our external range. This is our SH point. So we are expecting that gold will rise up from where it is now, from where it is currently, because we are dealing with church here, major church, which we are anticipating that gold will go up. I'm anticipating that gold will go up from there. I think my network is out. What happened to my network? Fuck. Hold on guys, let me disconnect and connect back. I don't know what happened to my Wi-Fi. Hold on guys. All right, let's check. I think we are back. Sorry guys, sorry for the inconveniences. So here we are going to expect a buy, because where market is reacting from is a demand zone. Not that strong, but chances of it rising from there is high. Chances of the market rising from there to rise from there is quite high. So that's our this M15. When you go down to your M15, so that you see more clear move of the market. So on this M15, we can see the market has mitigated a demand zone. It's mitigated a demand zone, which is this demand down here. All right, not quite that mitigated. So we are expecting market to mitigate there and fly all the way up. We are expecting, I'm anticipating that market will come over there and start flying up. Remember guys, we are on this top-down analysis. So for you to be profitable, for you to be okay with the market, you must make sure you know where the market is reacting from, where the movement is heading to. The order flow of the market matters more than you placing a trade. Knowing where the market is going to give ease to trade. You don't have to worry. So from this point, we are going to expect a rally to the upside, at least a bare minimum to this supply zone. Remember guys, this supply zone is quite risky. So we can expect market to rise up, but that's our first TP point. If it happens that we have any reaction from there, then we will know. But overall, I'm expecting it to rise up. Remember guys, there is nothing like 100%. You have to be flexible in the market. That's the only way you will succeed, because if there is anything 100%, we won't be using risk management. So that's why my SL is always there to keep me in check if anything goes south. So that's the analysis on Xauusd. Remember, it can still rise. I'm expecting it to rise all the way to that supply over there, and from there it will crash down. I'm expecting that it will crash from there, from that supply zone, all the way down to that this first point I say that we are going to take our TP, which is this first low. That's what I'm anticipating, what I'm expecting, which the chances are high. On the other hand, market can still fail. Okay guys, this is the analysis, and thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for coming around. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. In our next video, I'm gonna teach you guys how to map up structures in the market. Stay tuned guys. Thanks for watching. Do stay safe.